And just like that, we are on to Tampa Bay. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan and you are not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to do so. And you need to do so right now. So go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button and the bell icon down below, folks. Helps me out a lot when you do support the channel. And that's the best way to do so. And make sure that if you guys are not following me, follow me. Guys, follow me. I implore you on my social media. Best place to reach out to me. Ask questions. Do what it is you got to do. Twitter, Instagram, links down below on the screen. You guys know the deal. So, short week, folks. We can't even literally have time to breathe. And now we're on to the next opponent in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the week 5 matchup, the Bears versus Bucs. I'm here to give you guys my preview and my prediction like I always do for every single Bears matchup. So with that being said, let's get started. So as always, a lot to get into here. So let me just pull out the numbers first. All right, the line. The line is -6 in favor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they are favored by 6 points, even though the Bears are at home. And this line was at 5.5, and it moved up to 6. And you know what? I cannot even disagree here after that egregious performance the Bears put up against the Colts, after that pathetic, lousy performance in which they put up 3 freaking points. And again, don't give me that garbage time touchdown that they scored at the end. They really put up 3 freaking points against the Colts. I am not surprised that the Bears are 6-point underdogs. I'm not. Honestly, I would have probably thought it was more. Over-under set at 44.5. I mean, after that performance, it's probably going to be lower than that. It should be probably lower than that because the Bears apparently can't score. But I digress, all right? Before I get into the matchups and the X's and O's, I have to talk about the injuries. Because I'm recording this really early in the week, there is so much uncertainty with the injuries. But I will bake that into my analysis and make sure to talk about that, all right? So, and it's all on the Bucs side of the ball. The Bears are relatively healthy, knock on wood. Obviously, you know, we lost Tariq Cohen a few weeks ago, but outside of that, nobody got hurt in the game against the Colts, and we are good to go moving forward. As far as significant players, by the way, as far as the Bucs have a ton of injury news. Ton of it, all right? Number 1, Mike Evans sprained his ankle in the game against the Chargers. We don't know if he's going to play or not. Usually ankle injuries, once you're done playing, they tend to flare up. And now it's a short week for Mike Evans. And he very well could miss this game. He could, which would be a big blow. All right. The other stud receiver that they have in Chris Godwin, he's dealing with the hamstring. He missed last game and he's questionable. I would say highly questionable for this game. So the Bucs could be without their top 2 wide receivers, which would be a huge, huge benefit to the Bears and obviously a huge blow to the Bucs, all right? But again, nothing's confirmed so far. O.J. Howard, their tight end, he is done for the season with an Achilles injury, so another big injury to the Bucs, another big blow. Thankfully, they've got 15 tight ends, just like the Bears. Obviously, I'm joking, but they've got Cameron Brate, and they've got Rob Gronkowski, so I believe they'll be fine. I mean, O.J. Howard is still a pretty significant loss, but you've got Brate, who's a very solid tight end, and you've got Gronk, even though Gronk does more blocking than pass catching at this point in his career. And then Leonard Fournette, their starting running back, or a starting 1A running back, because they really split between him and Ronald Jones. He missed this past week with a ankle injury, and he is questionable. So we don't know if he's going to play. So you might be missing Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Leonard Fournette, and you're going to miss O.J. Howard. So 4 major skill players are potentially going to be missing for the Bucs, which would be huge. It would be huge, all right? All 4 of them could play. But point being is there are some key things to watch out here for. And so in terms of a receiving core, you're dealing with now guys like Scotty Miller, Justin Watson. I mentioned Cameron Brate. And then Ronald Jones would be the running back out of the backfield. And here's the thing, folks. Yeah, they could be missing all these guys, but the guy that makes it all go, Tom Brady, he'll be out there under center. So, again, that is the most important player on the Bucs by far. So, let's talk now about what the Bears need to do to win this game. So, long story short, the Bears are still going to have to do a lot, even if the Bucs players are out, to win this game. Why is that? Because the Bucs are good. They're good, folks. I told you the schedule is only going to get harder from here on out. And here we are. We played a very solid Indianapolis team last week, and now we get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who I have told you guys since the offseason, I believe the Bucs are legitimate Super Bowl contenders. When healthy, obviously. We might not get a healthy Bucs team, but when they're healthy, this is a legitimate Super Bowl contender, folks. They're loaded on offense. They have a very good defense, which I'll get into in a second. And, I mean, listen, Tom Brady, the GOAT, he's still playing very well at the quarterback position. All right, so they started 0-1. Everybody freaked out because they lost to the Saints, who, again, the Saints are a solid team. And since then, what have they done? They've gone 3-1. All right, 3-1, and they beat the Panthers, Broncos, and the Chargers. All right, not exactly world beaters, but, okay, not pushovers either. The Chargers team was a team that took Kansas City all the way down to the wire, so it was a good defense that they played. So they are 3-1 now, just like the Bears are. And in terms of the game plan here, the Bucs, what do they do well? Defensively, folks, they shut you down on the run. They are run stoppers, second against the run and 20th against the pass. So we've got a funnel. Remember, I always talk about funnels here. We've got a funnel here. The Bucs are a run funnel. Excuse me, a pass funnel, because they stop the run. How bad have teams been against the Bucs? Christian McCaffrey, when he was healthy, ran for 18 times for 59 yards. 3.3 yards per carry. That's Christian freaking McCaffrey, the best running back in the NFL when healthy. All right. Melvin Gordon, 8 rushes for 26 yards, 3.3 yards per carry. Austin Eckler, 2 rushes for 12 yards. Alvin Kamara, 12 rushes for 16 yards. You get the point? They shut you down in the run game, which does not bode well for the Bears, because last week we didn't run the ball, and now this week it looks like we won't be able to run the ball even if we want to. So remember how I always say establish the run and get the run game going? Well, this week it looks like it's not going to happen because this team stops the run. You can throw on them. You can absolutely throw on them because, again, DJ Moore had a good game against them. 8 catches for 120 yards. Robbie Anderson, 9 catches for 109 yards. So pass catchers have had success here against the Bucs. And so that is the clear formula here for Matt Nagy and company. The Bucs have shown you they're going to stop the run, and the only way to beat them is through the air. So here are the keys. Number 1. I told you this the previous weeks as well. I get it. This week, the run game is probably not going to work. Just try it. Just try initially. See how the line holds up when you try and run the football. If you are getting stopped here. If you're getting stopped here, like I believe they will, because the Bucs have a very good run defense, then go ahead and start airing out the football. But I need short, quick passes. I need short, quick passes. Why? Because, again, this offensive line has shown you they can't protect Nick Foles as well as we thought. You need to get short, quick passes out there in order to beat this team. All right, taking those deep shots, the offensive line is not going to be able to protect for that long. And because of the fact that you can't run the football, use the short passing game as a means to move the football. So just because you can't run the football with David Montgomery doesn't mean I don't want David Montgomery seeing the field. No, he should be able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Give him some short passes. I don't need 15 screens, but I definitely need some passing going to David Montgomery. He can catch the football, folks. All right, now let's not pretend like he can't. He can catch the football. So short, quick passes for Nick Foles. I don't need it to be a 3rd and 3, and he's throwing a bomb down the sideline. All right, let's get some shallow crosses across the field. In the middle of the field, get the tight ends involved. Short, quick passing game as a means to move the chains. And that was the problem last week, folks. You had 3rd and shorts, and you went with Cordell Patterson on the 3rd and shorts instead of David Montgomery, and you went with these ridiculous deep shots that Nick Foles kept taking. I don't know if it was by play design or if it was Nick Foles, but on 3rd and short, you're taking deep shots. For the life of me, why? Just try to get past the sticks and live for another down. So, number 1 key is short, quick passes, because, again, You're not going to be able to run on this team. Number 2, get pressure on Tom Brady. Now, again, I might sound like a broken record here. I could just be like, get pressure on every quarterback. But this is specific for quarterbacks that can't move outside the pocket. Tom Brady is a sitting duck, just like Philip Rivers was. The difference is Tom Brady is going to make you pay a lot more than Philip Rivers will. Philip Rivers only got you 1 touchdown last week. Tom Brady got 5. So he will be able to do way more damage to this Bears defense than Philip Rivers did. So you better get pressure on Tom Brady. You better make it difficult for him in the pocket because he will fold like a cheap 10 if you get pressure on him because he's not going to beat you by his legs. He's just not. You know that. So get pressure on Tom Brady is the second key. All right, so first key, short, quick passing game. Second key, get pressure on Tom Brady. And third key, this is dependent on the injuries. Remember, I told you I'd get to the injuries. If Mike Evans is playing and Chris Godwin isn't, or if Chris Godwin's playing and Mike Evans isn't, basically, if you have one main alpha threat receiver, double team him. I want to double team him because Tom Brady's going to lock onto that guy like he locked onto Mike Evans last week. This is the Julian Edelman syndrome where Tom Brady has his guy and he just keeps going to him. So take him away. Now, again, with this one, I'm not beholden to it because Tom Brady can spread the football out and get everybody involved. But for the most part, you kind of want to take away his number 1 option. All right, that's the way to do it. So to me, short, quick passes on offense as a means to move the sticks. All right, just please, Matt Nagy, have a simple game plan here. All right, simple, basic, common sense game plan. Short, quick passes. Try and establish the run. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to complain. After this game, if the running game did not work, I will not complain. You will not hear a peep out of me because Tampa shuts down the run game. But please at least attempt to and see what happens. Short, quick passes, get pressure on Brady, and try and double team his best option if Evans or Godwin plays. All right? That's the way to do it, folks. So to me, in terms of the matchup and how it's looking for the Bears, this is a tough team. This is a tough team, folks. Tampa's just going to keep rolling here, keep getting stronger and better as the season goes on. You guys know where I should be going with this one. I can't in any good conscience pick the Bears to win this game after what I saw last week. That was a pathetic, just awful, embarrassing performance. I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game by a final score of 24-14. I have the Bears scoring only 14 points because, again, I didn't see anything from the offense last week to tell me that they're going to score a lot of points. This is going to be difficult because we've got 2 good defenses. And I believe Tampa Bay is the better team, and they will win. And the Bears will sadly fall to 3-2. And remember, every time I do pick the Bears to lose, because I have to be objective here and I can't be biased, know that I would love to be wrong here and have the Bears win. And I've given you a formula here for the Bears on how they could win. But ultimately, my pick is that the Bears do lose this game 24-14. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.